Los Angeles doesn't do anything halfway, especially in luxury. But here's the thing about this city, a high price tag doesn't always mean a high quality stay. Some hotels sell you the dream and deliver something closer to a letdown. So before you book anything, let's talk about what's actually worth your money and what is not. Number 10, W Los Angeles. Westwood isn't the first neighborhood people think of when they picture LA luxury, and that's exactly what makes the W Los Angeles worth a second look. Tucked between UCLA, Rodeo Drive, and Santa Monica beaches, the location alone gives it a geographic advantage most hotels on this list cannot match. The hotel leans hard into its personality. High-energy interiors, spacious suites with cutting-edge technology, poolside cabanas, and a beach house restaurant serving Baja Californian-inspired cuisine. It's pet-friendly too, which matters more than people admit when planning a longer stay. But here's where it gets honest. The W carries a rating of 4.1, the lowest on this entire list. Rates run around $378 per night, and guests consistently flag that the value does not quite land. Some areas feel dated despite the stylish branding, service gets mixed marks, and dining options are described as limited for a hotel at this price point. And it's not a bad stay, it's just one where the gap between expectation and reality shows up more than it should. Number 9, Hotel Perla. Not every luxury hotel needs to shout. Hotel Perla makes its case quietly through details. Housed inside the historic Giannini building on the corner of 7th and Olive Street in downtown LA, this property leads with design in a way that feels more like a curated art experience than a standard hotel stay. French architect Jacques Garcia handled the interiors, and it shows. Every room comes with custom-designed furnishings, original artwork sourced by a Paris-based design studio, and Bellino linens. Many rooms also feature freestanding pedestal bathtubs, the kind of touch that either sells you immediately or means nothing to you, depending on what you're looking for. Rates start around $172, making it the most accessible entry on this list. It holds a 4.4 rating across 730 reviews, ranking 46th out of 377 hotels in Los Angeles. Number 8, Omni Los Angeles. Sitting atop Bunker Hill in downtown LA, the Omni Los Angeles at California Plaza has one of the better addresses on this list. Right across the street from the Museum of Contemporary Art, steps from Grand Central Market, The Broad, and Angels Flight Railway. If you're the kind of traveler who wants to actually experience the city rather than just sleep in it, the location does a lot of the work for you. The hotel rises 17 stories with an outdoor lap pool, spa services, fitness center, an international restaurant with a patio, and 24/7 room service. The club quarters are worth flagging specifically. They include free breakfast and cocktails, which can meaningfully offset the daily rate if you're staying more than a night or two. Rates start around $217, and it holds a 4.5 rating across more than 4,600 reviews. The honest caveats: some guests mention dated bathrooms, valet parking fees that catch people off guard, and occasional inconsistencies with in-room technology and food service. Worth knowing before you arrive. Number 7, Loews Hollywood. Loews Hollywood Hotel sits right at the intersection of both. Step outside and you're looking at the Dolby Theater, home of the Academy Awards. The Hollywood Walk of Fame is at your feet. Ovation Hollywood, with its shops, restaurants, and Wolfgang Puck catering, is right next door. 628 rooms and suites offer views that genuinely deliver the Hollywood sign, the Capitol Records building, and the city skyline, depending on which room you book. There's also a rooftop pool, which sounds great until you dig into the reviews. Guests consistently flag that it's smaller than expected and extra charges apply. Rates run around $263 per night. The overall rating sits at 4.3 across more than 5,500 reviews. Service is generally praised for warmth, though inconsistencies surface often enough to mention. Speaking of Hollywood, are you more of a classic old Hollywood glamour person, or do you prefer something more modern and sleek? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. Number 6, Sofitel Beverly Hills. French luxury in the middle of Los Angeles sounds like it should not work, but Sofitel Beverly Hills pulls it off with enough confidence that Condé Nast Traveler put it on their Reader's Choice list for top hotels in LA. It sits on the corner of La Cienega and Beverly Boulevard, close to Rodeo Drive, Melrose Avenue, Sunset Boulevard, and The Grove. The property offers 295 rooms across 10 floors, including 26 suites and 2 presidential suites. Every room comes with Sofitel's signature bedding and Balmain bath amenities. The gym earns consistent praise, and the overall atmosphere is described as chic without being cold. Rates sit around $354 per night with a 4.3 rating across nearly 4,000 reviews. Where it stumbles, the pool and Wi-Fi are both described as underwhelming. Value scores a 3.9, and housekeeping delays surface often enough to be worth flagging. Number 5. Hollywood Roosevelt. Some hotels have history. The Hollywood Roosevelt is history. Built in 1927, this property hosted the very first Academy Award ceremony. Clark Gable and Carole Lombard lived in the tower. Marilyn Monroe spent time in the cabanas. That legacy is baked into the physical structure of the place. Guests choose between 2 distinct experiences. The tower underwent a $25 million renovation by design firm Yabu Puschelberg, better suited for business travelers or families. The cabanas offer vintage 1950s energy, steps from the David Hockney painted pool and the Tropicana Pool Cafe. Same hotel, completely different vibe. Rates start around $240 per night with a 4.4 rating and a location score of 4.8, one of the highest on this list, but the honest version includes the noise. Guests warn that the lively atmosphere can become a problem depending on your room. Service and cleanliness get inconsistent marks, and several reviewers feel the pricing does not always match the experience. Number 4. Intercontinental Downtown. Most hotels in LA sell you on proximity to something. The Intercontinental Los Angeles Downtown sells you on elevation. The Sky Lobby sits on the 70th floor, and if you've never experienced a check-in with a view stretching across the entire LA basin, it reframes what a hotel arrival can feel like. First impressions in hospitality matter, and this one lands hard. Rooms and suites are consistently rated among the best on this list. Guests score them 4.6 for quality and 4.6 for sleep. The rooftop bar and club lounge draw strong reviews, and the globally inspired dining gives the property a culinary identity beyond standard hotel food. Rates run around $288 per night with a 4.2 overall rating across more than 1,400 reviews. The value score of 3.9 is the tension point. High fees are a recurring complaint, and service inconsistencies appear often enough to note. If you're ready to experience those 70th floor views in person, I've linked the best current hotel deals in the description below to help you book for less. Number 3. Four Seasons Beverly Hills. There's a reason the Four Seasons name still carries weight in a city full of luxury options. It does not rely on a gimmick or a historic backstory. It earns its place through execution consistently across thousands of stays. Service scores a 4.8. Cleanliness scores a 4.8. Sleep quality hits 4.7. This is a 4.6 overall rating across nearly 2,000 guests. In a city where luxury hotels regularly overpromise, those scores represent something real. The property sits in the heart of Beverly Hills, within reach of Rodeo Drive, the Hollywood Hills, and the city's notable art museums. The resort-style pool gives it a leisure feel that downtown hotels cannot replicate. Colina Ristorante serves award-winning Italian cuisine on site, and the spa offers both treatment rooms and in-room wellness options. Rates start around $728 per night, the second highest on this list. The value score of 4.3 reflects the reality that not every guest feels the price is fully justified. But for travelers who want the full Beverly Hills experience without compromise, this property delivers. Number 2, Downtown Ella proper. Winning TripAdvisor's Traveler's Choice. Best of the best in 2025 is not something that happens by accident. Out of every hotel in Los Angeles, all 377 of them, the Downtown LA Proper Hotel sits at number 12 overall. That ranking, combined with that award, puts it in a category very few properties can claim. The building is a reimagined historic landmark in the South Park district, with interiors by designer Kelly Wurstler, richly layered spaces, vintage influences, and curated local art that makes the property feel more like a living collection than a place to sleep. 147 rooms keep it deliberately intimate, which gives the whole property a less corporate, more considered feel. Cleanliness scores a 4.9, the highest on this entire list. Rates start around $354 per night, with a rooftop pool, open-air restaurant, ground floor dining, and an intimate cocktail lounge rounding out the experience. Number 1. Fairmont Century Plaza, second out of 377 hotels in all of Los Angeles, a 4.9 overall rating, near perfect scores across location, rooms, cleanliness, and service. At some point, the numbers stop being statistics and start being a verdict. Every single guest room comes with a private balcony, not select rooms, not upgraded suites, every room. That decision alone signals something about how this property thinks about the guest experience. The spa covers 14,000 square feet. The rooftop pool has a full bar. The Lumiere restaurant serves French cuisine with a Californian touch. The ballroom is one of the largest in the city, and the property sits near Westfield Century City and the Museum of Tolerance. Rates start around $578 per night. The value score of 4.6 is one of the strongest among high-end properties on this list, meaning guests feel the price is justified more often than not. Parking fees and occasional billing issues surface in reviews, and a small number find the atmosphere slightly formal, but those are minor friction points against an otherwise exceptional record. This is the standard that everything else on this list gets measured against. Los Angeles has no shortage of places willing to take your money and hand you a luxury label in return, but the hotels on this list, the ones that actually earn it, do something harder. They deliver on the promise consistently enough that thousands of guests say so without being asked. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love this next one.